Good morning. I'm going to try to record on two devices at once. We'll see how this works. Today is the Bean Lab. What you're looking at on the screen is just a file you can look at. It'll help you record the information you need. And on the phone or on this video, you're going to see a box of beans, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these beans, these black beans, we're going to call it an infected bean, and we're going to introduce it to this environment of white beans, okay? The white beans are uninfected, the black beans are infected. This is not, these are just the beans I chose. I could have done it the other way around, it doesn't matter. The point is I'm trying to get an estimation here. So initially infected, we have one person infected. We have no new people infected. So that means we have a total number of one person infected, okay? So, notice that this graphical display auto updates. So I've introduced a bean after a day. Anything that's within a millimeter, and the best way to do this is to use a penny, and you're going to see the side of a penny. If it's within a penny of that black bean, it gets infected. So there are these two white beans that are right next to it, there and there, got infected. Now, I don't care which two you take out, but you're going to have to take two of these white beans out, okay? And I've took two of those white beans out, and I'm going to replace them with two black beans, okay? So I've got two black beans, I'm introducing. So now I have initially infected just one. Newly infected people, I have two. So we have a total of three infected. And that means on day 3, we're going to simulate it, and we start with three people. So we've got 3 infected beans. See the 3 black beans in the white environment? The 3 beans that are infected are in the uninfected environment. I'm going to move them around, and any of the beans that are within a millimeter of these black beans get infected. This one bean over here is too far away from any, but those other beans. Now, here's an example of what we call replication. You see the white bean that's in between the 2 black beans? That's being subjected to the environment, or subjected to the virus by 2 different infect. That's replication. So you're not going to be able to infect that person more than once. You can only infect them once. But this white bean has 3 beans next to it, and that white bean has 2 beans next to it, one being an extra one. So we're going to pull 4 white beans. It doesn't matter which white beans you pull out, as long as you pull 4 out and replace them with 4 black beans, or 4 infected beans. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we'll update that. We have 4 newly infected people, and 4 plus 3 is 7. Now we have a total of 7 people. Notice that this is updating quickly. Now, taking around simulated day going by, and we're going to look. Over here we have 1 bean. I want to take that 1 bean out. Then we have 1, 2, 3 next to those 3 beans. Doesn't matter which ones. Those other beans over there are nowhere near anything. So that's only 4 people. So we start the day with 7. 4 more people get infected. And we are at 11 infected people. So you get this process. You see how it works out. And if you give me a minute, you can see how this does. I'm going to go ahead and replenish this back to the way it was. And I'm going to pause this movie over here because I don't need it. And you'll see now what I'm talking about. I'm going to pull out of this, and there you go. Pour the black beans in the flat box. Black bean represents a healthy, disease-free individual. Place 1 non-black bean in the container. The bean represents an individual with an infectious disease. Shake the container, and you see the process. You do it for 6 days, and enter all the data Google Sheets in the Google Classroom. You're going to do this all the way through day 20, if you can make it to day 20. Chances are you won't, but the point is you're going to get as far as you can, okay, until all the beans are infected, all right? I don't care how you started. You can start with the white beans being infected or the black beans being infected. It doesn't matter. The point of the example is to actually get this information done so that you can see how it works, okay? So have at it, folks. This is all you're doing. Make sure you submit this Bean Lab graphical display. This, once you've collected it, go back into the Google Classroom, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Go into the Google Classroom. How to do that. Go into the there is going to be a lesson in there, and you're going to add it to the thing. I'm going to give you an example of what I expect. It's taking a long time to load up. I don't know what's going on with the internet today, but go to your internet class. For example, let's say you're in second period, okay? So you're going to go to second period. You're going to go to your classwork tab, okay? And in your classwork tab, the point says Bean Lab. A good example of this one is SAS3, the Bounce Lab. You can find it over here in this little column where it says Bean Lab. I'm going to go to SAS3. And this is the Bounce Lab we did with the tennis balls. Now I'm going to go to the Bounce Lab, SAS3, Earth Model. Here we go, Bounce Lab. So if you go to the assignment, there's a video you can watch, okay? Or you can go in, you can turn it in. I've got some grading to do here, as you can see. But once you submit it in there, there's a little tab that says Add. Add it from your Google Drive. It's in there, and you can add it anytime you want. All right. So anyways, be blessed, be a blessing, get that assignment done.